How my grandmother's past shaped our family legacy. I thought I knew my grandmother, sweet, quiet Rose who baked cookies and told bedtime stories. But when she passed away at 89, we found a box in her attic that changed everything we believed about our family. Hi, I'm Emma, and today I'm sharing how my grandmother's hidden past shaped 3 generations of our family in ways we never imagined. Grandma Rose was the heart of our family. Every Sunday dinner, every holiday, every celebration revolved around her little house on Maple Street. She never talked much about her past. We knew she came from Europe, met Grandpa after the war, but that was it. She always said, "The past is the past, darling. What matters is today and tomorrow." We thought she was just being wise, focusing on the present. We had no idea she was protecting us from a truth too heavy for Sunday dinners. When she passed away last year, my mom, my Aunt Linda, and I went to clean out her house. That's when we found the wooden box hidden behind old photo albums in the attic. Inside were documents, letters, and photographs that revealed a woman we never knew existed. The first thing we found was a passport, but it wasn't Rose Miller, it was Rosa Kowalski. The photo was definitely our grandmother, but younger, with fierce eyes we'd never seen before. Then came the letters, pages and pages written in Polish, with English translations in Rose's handwriting. They were from her sister Anna, whom we never heard of. The letters told a story that took our breath away. During World War II, Rose wasn't just a refugee, she was part of the resistance. At 19, she smuggled Jewish children out of the Warsaw Ghetto. She carried messages between resistance fighters. She risked her life daily to save others. One letter from Anna said, "Rosa, you saved 17 children before you had to flee. Their families will never forget. I will never forget." 17 children. Our sweet grandmother, who we thought lived a quiet life, had saved 17 lives before she was 20 years old. But there was more. We found a document that shook us to our core. Rose had a daughter in Poland, a little girl named Maria who died during the bombing of Warsaw. Rose never told us she'd lost a child before coming to America. My mother broke down crying. "She carried this alone her entire life," she whispered. Suddenly, everything about our family made sense. Rose's obsession with feeding everyone. She'd lived through starvation. Her need to know where we were at all times. She'd lost people without warning. Her way of quietly helping neighbors in need. It was who she'd always been. But it went deeper than that. We realized her hidden strength had shaped all of us. My mother, Sarah, became a social worker, dedicating her life to helping troubled children. She always said she didn't know why she felt called to that work. Now we knew it was in her blood. My Aunt Linda became a nurse and spent her career in refugee health services. She said she was drawn to help people who seemed lost or alone. And me? I'd always been the family organizer, the one who made sure everyone stayed connected, who planned every gathering. I thought it was just my personality. But I see now, I was continuing Rose's mission of keeping families together. Even my cousin David, who became a teacher in inner-city schools, was following a path Rose had carved before any of us were born. We were all living out her legacy without knowing it. Rose had planted seeds of compassion in our family tree, and we've been growing her mission for decades. The most powerful discovery came in the last letter we read. It was one Rose had written but never sent, addressed to Maria, her lost daughter. "My sweet Maria," it began, "I couldn't save you, but I promise to spend my life saving others. Every child I help will carry a piece of you. Every family I protect will honor your memory." She'd kept that promise. After coming to America, Rose quietly sponsored 3 refugee families. She volunteered at the local children's hospital for 30 years. She helped 12 young mothers in our neighborhood when they had nowhere else to turn. All these acts of kindness we'd witnessed growing up weren't random. They were a sacred mission. Rose was still that 19-year-old resistance fighter, still saving people one quiet act at a time. We found receipts showing she'd been sending money to orphanages in Poland for 50 years. She lived modestly, wore the same clothes for decades, but she was supporting dozens of children across the ocean. This is why she never bought anything for herself, my Aunt Linda realized. Every dollar went to helping someone else. Learning Rose's story didn't just change how we saw the past. It transformed our present. We understood now that we weren't just a family. We were the continuation of something much bigger. Last month, we started the Rose Miller Foundation, supporting refugee children in our community. We've helped 8 families get settled, found jobs for 6 parents, and enrolled 22 kids in school programs. My daughter, who's only 16, volunteered to tutor refugee children in English. She said, "It's what Grandma Rose would want." The legacy was already passing to the 4th generation. We also tracked down some of the children Rose had saved during the war. 3 are still alive, now in their 80s. When we told them who we were, one of them, Jakob, said through tears, "Rosa was my angel. I named my daughter after her. Your family has been blessed by a hero." Rose taught us that heroism isn't always loud or famous. Sometimes it's quiet, daily acts of love that echo through generations. She shaped our family not through what she told us, but how she lived. Every time my mother helps a struggling child, Rose is there. Every time my aunt comforts a scared patient, Rose is there. Every time I bring our family together, Rose is there. We thought we were just living our lives, but we were actually living her dream. A world where people take care of each other, where families stay strong, where no one is forgotten. If you're watching this, look at your own family. What patterns do you see? What quiet strengths have been passed down? Sometimes our greatest inheritance isn't money or property. It's the values lived out by those who came before us. Rose never got to tell her story, but she lived it through all of us. And now we get to tell it for her. Thank you for listening. If this touched you, please share it, because every family has heroes, and their stories deserve to be told.